wasn't our best first half, but fortunately Tabitha hit a 3 going into the locker room at halftime, and that gave us a little bit of energy, and we adjusted a little bit at halftime, and I thought played a very good second half. We held them to 8 points for a very long time. Some of our players didn't have their best game, but then other people off the bench came in and picked up the slack for us. So it wasn't exactly how I envisioned the game going, but at the same time we are on an 8-game winning streak, and it feels awfully good. Things we didn't do in the first half, we adjusted in the second half. So when you have a 15-minute halftime, you can adjust, and so some of the things that we were able to do in the second half is what we talked about at halftime. But I don't think P being out was the key, to the first half.
We try not to focus on the winning streak. We're just trying to take the game one game at a time. I think we don't want to get caught up in winning. We want to just focus on the game that we have in hand and go out and play hard every game. I think Coach Gardner made it a point to focus on being together and touching each other. That's the one thing that we've been focusing on this year, being teammates and keeping each other up. And I think that helped us get through the second half. I don't know. We're just so proud of Jessica. She's come a long way, and that was a nice move she made, her little Euro. We was teasing her about it when we went back to the locker room. So I think we did pick it up the second half after we came out at a timeout. It's like when other things aren't working, we try to focus on something else. Like when our shots aren't falling, then we need to pick it up on the defensive end, and I think that's what we try to do.
One of our goals before the game, we've been giving up a huge amount of three-point shots. Lipscomb hit 3s on us. Northern Kentucky, I think, was 9 for 15. And one of our goals today was to limit Kennesaw's looks at the 3, and they hit only 1. So that was something that we had talked about before the game, and I was very proud of the way they handled that. We've talked about leading up to this game how the second time around playing opponents is a lot tougher, and I thought Kennesaw did a good job adjusting. I felt like they played zone the entire time, and they did not play zone the entire time the first time around. And so, we've got to understand that teams are going to play a zone, and we've got to be able to handle that. When our shooters aren't hitting shots, we've got to find other ways to score, and I felt like we did that tonight.